Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Birdtross, and welcome back to Thaumcraft 6. Here we are at the infusion altar today. We've got an infusion to start today's episode off. We're going to be making a biothormic mind. If I grab the Thaumonomicon here, let's just quickly double check the recipe for a biothormic mind, thanks to the search feature. Biothormic minds, whatever. I guess this just shows you the crafting recipe here, so there it is there. Takes a zombie brain, takes a complex arcane mechanism, clockwork mind, as well as some essentia. Machina essentia you can get from levers or even just buttons, basic redstone devices. Cognitio you can get from paper, so fairly easy essentias to come by. And I've got plenty of them here. The instability on this recipe is moderate, so I do have extra materials ready to go here just in case things go south. Extra essentia as well, of course. This is kind of the first real test of the new and improved infusion altar since putting down all of the tallow candles, so kind of excited to see how this goes here. Just want to get my caster out. I almost never use this thing. I just realised. Let's have all of our items here on the bar as well. There we go. Should be ready to go here. Oh, lovely dawn. Good time to start, I guess. It says it's very stable. Let's keep an eye on things here. Just make sure none of these items are going walkies. Yeah, this gives us a pretty good view here. Everything's staying very stable. This is going a lot better than the last time I tried to do a moderate infusion. Well, I'll be darned. Worked without a hitch. Very good. There it is, the biothormic mind. You can even kind of see the little zombie brain inside there. Very cute. Let's go ahead and scan this guy. I get a few observations out of that. Very cool. What kind of aspects does that have? Quite a bit of metallum. Guess that makes sense with all of the arcane mechanism shenanigans that I have in there. These things are kind of tough to make, actually. But I guess they're not tough. It just takes a lot of brass and iron. So, it's not too bad, but yeah. Brass is brass. So we needed this today for making a new golem. We want to make an upgraded golem to deal with the harvest seal on the wheat farm there, to be able to actually start farming wheat here. Wait, what's this? Oh, these are all the... Oh, here's something I prepared earlier, apparently. I legit completely forgot about that. Gonna need my Machina essentia down here. There we go. So if I go for a smart golem and one with fine manipulators, these are the prerequisites we need to actually run the harvest seal. We need the biothormic mind that we just made. 3 simple arcane mechanisms. A few great wood planks and some essentia, and that should be us good to go here. Don't really care about these sort of stats down here. We're not going to use this guy in combat. You can see the thing working away. Love the animations on that. That's so cool. And there it is there. Our first smart golem in the game. It's rank 0 here. I believe the Thaumonomicon said you need to get that up to rank 10 to max it out. 1000 XP. I'm not sure how it works. I know in TC5, the way they had it, is where when you completed, like, I think if you do like one task, you get like 1 XP. So does that mean he needs to do 1000 tasks? Or what I would hope personally is that the tougher the task, the more XP you get for it, right? But anyway, I should still have my harvest seals down here. Looks like the rest of the wheat has grown in the interim. Yeah, it's been at a hot hour or two since the last video. Oh, this one guy. Oh, I'll bet you I know why that's not working. Yeah. It's gotta be that it's too dark right here. So why is it lit enough over here? Huh. Because these grew just fine. Why are these spots dark? It's obviously too dark for that to grow, which is kind of interesting, but anyway, let's go ahead and put this dude down, and he should just immediately start working. All of my seals are still in place here. I have a seal hiding under the water. Let's give it a shot here. Okay. And he's immediately stuck. Wait, hold on. He's not planting any of the seeds. He's not storing anything. I need to get my Golemancer's bell out of my E-chest here. Probably should have had that down already. Alright, let's do some troubleshooting. What's going on here? Okay, he's full. Yeah, so he just went and stored the wheat there. Okay, now he's picking up all the seeds. Okay, that's good. So hopefully he'll actually go around and plant some stuff here. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's legit planting. Didn't it used to be in TC5 they would immediately harvest and plant? It was kind of like in the same motion, basically. But anyway, it looks like he is planting. That's good. So I think at this point that's an automatic farm, isn't it? Like, because if he's just going to replant that, he should eventually get around to harvesting those crops too. But it feels like it's a little bit slower than the TC5 golems, but it's like his brain is triggering every once in a while, but I'm not exactly sure what it's saying to him. And I'm going to give him a couple minutes here just to plant everything, and we'll see what he wants to do then. Okay, so the golem harvested everything, but he didn't plant all of the seeds back down. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I think it might be to do with the task priority. So I'm going to change the task priority of the seal to 1. So that's going to make it the highest task priority in this entire area. And if I put down some of these seeds here, is he going to plant those again, or no? No, he's just going to store them there. That might be like some kind of memory sort of thing. Like, oh, I needed to bring some bone meal with me too. I might have some bone meal in here, actually, for testing. Yeah, I did leave some bone meal here. Hallelujah. Let's see, let's try and tidy up the inventory a little bit. Birdtross video. The inventory is going crazy. Oh, that was one of the ones that was there before, wasn't it? But how long is it going to take him to notice that? As long as he notices it, then that's going to be good. By the way, task priorities 1. Unharvestable crops, dude. Okay, let's try a few more. Oh, so he immediately notices this one. Interesting. Oh, wait. No, he got extra seeds there. Right, and he is planting them. You know, I think the store seal's messing him up a little bit. Because he's constantly like, hey, I want to be able to store something. But I don't know. I think that's mostly working. It's like if I sprinkle some seeds around, is he going to plant those? He is actually. So, okay, things are working slightly different all of a sudden. Okay, maybe it's more to do with sprinkling them rather than putting them down in a big stack. Maybe that's what's helping out our little golem bro here, but okay, then he put some away. I bet you if I put down the entire thing like that, he'll just be like, I'm just going to put those in the chest. Yeah, so it's got to be little stacks. Okay, so there's like a... He recognizes how many items are in the stack on the ground. It can't be very many, otherwise he'll just not put them down. But okay, and it looks like he's dodging around the water there too. I was a little bit worried about that, which is why I got this lily pad here. I took the lily pad off so that I could work with the seal, but if I just put that back, how does he respond to having a lily pad there? Will he just like run right over it? Like it ain't no thing? If I hold A and Q, just make a line. He's gonna pick everything up, right? Okay, no, I want to see him run over the lily pad, basically. Wonder if that's even... Yeah, he is gonna run right over the lily pad. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Cool. Testing galore here. Maybe we need like a seed sprayer in here. Get some like dispensers in here to spray some seeds down to keep the soil tilled, not tilled, like soil. Keep plants on the soil. Plant away, my dude. No, he's just gonna store everything. Okay. Yeah. What's in this area that prevents him from planting? Something weird's happening. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna plant these by hand for now, but I guess we'll need to come back at some point and check on this guy. So, yeah, I am perfectly happy keeping this guy here for now. We'll check back in on him at some point here to see if he harvests this area up for any reason. But we're going to move on to something else today. Obviously, this has been a major project of ours for the last couple episodes, and well, we finally got this sort of up and running here, just a little test case. But while we're continuing the slow part of that test, there's one thing that I would like to do, that we have been meaning to do for a long time here. How do you get away from this search thingy? There we go, okay. Yeah, so the pickaxe of the core here, we've had that guy hanging around for a good couple episodes here, but we haven't really been able to use it because I haven't added any of the vanilla enchantments to it. Efficiency, you know, unbreaking, those sorts of enchantments. And as we move further and further into the mod here, we need more iron, more gold and stuff. I've been using our pickaxe of the core for its a native cluster ability. So native clusters, normally there's like an automated way to make them. These guys here, well, there's an alchemy recipe is what I'm trying to say, not an automated way. Well, I guess it is. You can automate it, I guess. It's down here, so you can either bonk it in here with some essential to make that, or you can just use the refining Thaumcraft specific enchantment on your pickaxe of the core, or any pickaxe you want. You can put it on to get native clusters. So that's what makes the pickaxe of the core really handy. But the durability obviously has been going down because we don't have any mending or anything like that on there. So I'd like to spend today buffing up the pickaxe of the core. That infusion that we just did gives me a lot of confidence about that, actually. So we're going to get started by trying to put on some enchantments here. Or actually, yeah, so we've got efficiency here, but we don't have a silk touch book. I've looked through all my chests and I don't have a silk touch book. Yeah, that's right, I remember. But we were over here on the Enchanting with Thaumcraft add-on, and we learned about how to make silk touch over here. So this is an infusion recipe that's moderate. So I just wanted to test out the moderate stability with the biothormic mine infusion. So now we're going to try making this book here. So that shouldn't be too difficult to make. I just need to get some essentia together. I don't think I have any instrumentum. I used it all to make thormium. Yeah, so I'll need to take a couple minutes here to just gather up these crafting materials, and I'll see you guys back down at the infusion altar. Okay, welcome back, folks. I had to burn down some more fence gates to get the required vinculum, but I actually had the instrumentum already. I've got everything here on the pedestal. I've got spare items and not as much spare essentia this time around, but hopefully we should be okay. I'm not particularly worried after seeing the last infusion that just occurred. Although this is pulling in a lot of essentia, I will say. Now these numbers beneath the very stable. 0.4 gain per cycle, 0 to 1 loss per cycle. I don't really understand what those mean, and I guess I'll have to double check the Thaumonomicon entry on that, but I'm not, yeah, not 100% sure what that means. And, well, yeah, that was a super simple way of getting Silk Touch. The only other way that we would have of getting Silk Touch on a book is either by enchanting, the long, hard, boring, fashioned XP-wise way, or we could do it through fishing. I've gotten a lot of books from fishing. That's how I got the first couple mending books. Or this. And I have to say, this is probably the fastest and easiest and most convenient way to get these get this book. So that is very handy. And now that I have this, I probably don't have the XP levels to do this all, but I want to take this book, Silk Touch. Let's see, I've got Unbreaking there, and then yeah, I've got Mending here as well. So hopefully this should all work out. I'm just, yeah, a little bit concerned about the levels, like, because, you know, like, the more enchantments that you have on there, the harder it is to put extra stuff on. So, well, anyway, let's get this started here. I haven't repaired this or anything yet, so this should still be basic. Yeah, so efficiency, and it costs 4. Oh, God. And that broke the anvil. I didn't realize I was going to break the anvil there. Okay. Break time. Okay, brace your ears for that clanging sound. I warned you. Alright, anyways. There we go. New day, new anvil. Let's put Silk Touch on next. 5 levels for that. Cool. Let's do Unbreaking. And let's see if we can get Mending on there. 9 levels. You love to see it. Cool. I wonder if I could get Efficiency 5, actually. Do I have any spare Efficiency 4 books? I can take a quick check. I've been storing my enchanted books in here, so... The cooler books I typically put down the bottom here. Yeah, there is a Efficiency 4 there, but there's Depth Strider as well. Depth Strider, I think, is one of those ones you can actually infuse together. Yeah, so that's one you can just make. Okay, yeah, so I'm not too worried about that then, so we'll just use this one. Frostwalker and Mending are the only books that can't be infused. Those are like the, what would you call it, dungeon loot exclusives. Yeah, let's see if we can get efficiency on there. No, efficiency 5, so we can do it, it's just that I don't have the XP to do it. Okay, looks like it's time to take a trip down to the old spider grinder there. Okay, we've officially reached level 20 here. Just turned the lights back on, and I've got this one guy left, and I just realized I want to go ahead and scan this guy, because I think it was the last episode, or was it the episode before, but we were doing the golem research. Oh, hello. Yes, we got a new thingy that's fundamental for... I think it's Crimson Warfare, which I haven't really messed with yet, but that should give us what we need for, I think it's this research here. Yes, we closely examined the climbing creature. Yep, that's what we needed to do. And oh, I don't have any flint on me, I don't think. Maybe there's some in here. No, I don't have any flint in here, unfortunately, but I do have an anvil though, so we can go ahead and get this up to efficiency 5 here. Alrighty, there it is, the pickaxe of hopes and dreams, and it wasn't even that hard to make. So now what we need to do, I guess, is double check that this works on some iron that I have at the base. So I've got a fair amount of iron saved up here. Let's grab these guys. And, well, let's see. Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to quickly test here to see if, it's because people in the comments were worried about whether or not Silk Touch was going to affect the sounding part of the pickaxe, and the answer is no. So that's good. And now obviously we can mend this, so that's going to be a good amount of, what's the word? Well, now we can just basically use this forever, I guess is what I'm trying to say, which is really cool. Oh yeah, just let's, while I'm here and talking about it, yeah, I've got a few changes. I've got this glass window in here now. I'm thinking I'm going to expand it on this side a little bit, kind of make it a bit more mirror imagey. Probably going to have multiple levels to this floor as well. And I've started experimenting with replacing the blocks here with the Thaumcraft related blocks. I do like the look of the Thaumcraft blocks a little bit better than vanilla, but the problem now is the lanterns here, in that they sort of look a bit too bright. They don't contrast, or the contrast is pretty bad with these. They don't blend well with the Thaumcraft blocks. So I'm thinking I'm going to replace this with some Nitor placed throughout. And Nitor obviously can just float, so we could have some Nitor in the middle here to keep things nice and bright. But yeah, let me know what you think about the cosmetic look of things here in the comments below. Now it's time to try and get a higher level of refining on there. Try and get refining 3 on this bad boy. Bird, what are you doing? You've got some droppers right there. You remember what happened the last time? You broke down a bunch of droppers for infusion. If we're going to go ahead and put the refining, and I want to put another enchant on there as well. I want to put the collector on there. If we want to put those on there, we need this edge here. Oh my god. What the shit? It's a thunderstorm down there apparently. Oh dear. Well, yeah, so it's probably going to take me a little while here to go ahead and get all this Essentia burned down. I just wanted to get a little bit of surplus. I think I have just barely enough Petalmutatio, but yeah, just having a little bit of insurance is always nice when it comes to infusion. So yeah, give me a couple minutes here to get this all boiled down, and I'll see y'all soon. One real-life lunch break later, we are back here in the game. I've gone ahead and burned down all these items into what is hopefully going to be enough Essentia here. We've got the guys ready on the infusion altar, ready to be infused. Now I have gone ahead and made a backup of the world here, because I know that you can get some warp applied to the tool when you add these infusion enchantments to your tool. I don't exactly know what warp does to the tool, but I know that I probably don't want it on there, and we can avoid doing that by making a backup of the world and save scumming. So if this take doesn't make it into the video, well, then you guys will never hear this. But 260, it's kind of crazy, yeah. But okay, so this is a medium level infusion here that we're doing. But we should be alright here. It's gonna take a while to get all this Essentia in there, holy shit. It is staying very stable though, so looks like the candles down below doing their job this time around. That's good to see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any change to the numbers or anything, so I think the things seem to be flowing fairly smoothly here. It's just going to take a while because of all, it just takes so much Essentia to do this, man. It's crazy. And it would take even more Essentia if you were starting from a tool that like didn't have any sounding on it at all, to be honest. So you can like really power up like one tool in the game. Well, I guess you could power up as many tools as you want. It's just that doing the one is pretty freaking expensive, but this should be alright. Alright, that's all the auto Essentia gone in. It's been a while since I did an infusion that took this long. 176, that might not be enough. I might not have enough auto Essentia to do the next level here. Yeah, that was like 200 Petalmutatio, wasn't it? So I probably don't have enough of that either, which means it's probably time to go back to the top of the tower and get some more of that. It didn't actually take too long, and we didn't generate any flux rifts up there. We did make a little bit of taint up there, and I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about the amount of taint. It's up to about 50 in that chunk over there, but we should be alright. But this is staying very stable. Those candles doing their job. Okay, wow. And just like that, hopefully this doesn't have any warp on it. Let's have a look. It does not. Alright, refining 3. Very cool. Yeah, but I think it's time to, let's see, how much are we doing? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm getting, that's about 150 of that Essentia. That's definitely not enough. So it looks like I'm going to need to take these back up to the top there. I'm going to make another Another world backup. And we'll come back down here very, very soon. An event-free and honestly boring session of burning down essentials later. We're back! And no flux rifts have been opened as far as I can tell, but we're here over by the infusion altar. It's time to get refining 4 on here. I have made another backup. I am that bad. I am that bad at the save scumming. At least I've been straight up about the save scumming. 259 odd. I'm not sure if I have enough. Oh, just barely. Yeah, I should have enough essentially here. Just barely. I'm actually... No, actually, no, yeah, I'm fine. I was a little bit worried. No, yeah, so 259, yeah, so like these jars hold 250, yeah, so I calculated about 300 is what I would need to be considered plenty, just based off of the numbers that I've been getting off of this thing. It looks like the 33% more essentia per level thing doesn't seem to be holding true based on the calculations that I did before. But the calculations that I just did, like I took a look at the recording between cuts here just to see how much essentia it took, and based some new maths off that, and that maths is holding a bit more correct here. But the initial calculation is a bit off here, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's all of the auto out of that jar. Now the cool thing about these is that you can actually put some essentia tubes from this to this, because labelled jars have double the suction, and I just remember that from previous mods, or previous versions of Thaumcraft, to be more precise. And goes the Penultatio, and it looks like it holds true in this version of the mod. I have yet to make a, what is it even called? The resonator, I think it is? The tuning fork, as we like to call in our series here. I've yet to make one of those, but yeah, it's good that carries over, and this is staying very stable. I'm very glad to see that. These numbers are rock solid. Looks like those candles are doing their job down there for sure, yeah, so I'll probably be adding some more here moving forward, so that, you know, once we get higher level infusions, the high ones, and then the dreaded unstable ones, because, you know, we've got add-ons here, so we're definitely probably going to see a couple of those here. Everything hanging out on the pedestals just fine. No flux residue thingies happening, like in certain infusions in our past. Oh, hold on. It's stuck. It's not seeing that. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. My god. I panicked there for a second. I was like, what happened? Why is it not dragging the rest in? But no, I guess I just needed to pull it from a new source there. Anyways, let's have a look if this got warp on it. It did not. Okay. Ba-zing! Refining 4. This now has the highest chance of turning ores into native clusters. Refining 4 is the cap on that. But there is one final enchantment that I would like to add, and that is Collector. So we need to go ahead and get the essentia together for that, as well as the items. Let's just double check what those items are here in the con. Collector's one of those standard ones that you want on every tool, don't you? Yes, that needs Aqua, Desiderium, a lead, as well as just any enchanter book will do, and of course your tool. Yeah, so yeah, give me a couple minutes to gather those materials, and we'll be right back. An all too familiar sight, but I think this will hopefully be the last time that we see this altar for today. Let's just go ahead and get it over with here, because I'm not sure how long today's episode is. Oh wait, I don't have enough essentia. That's not enough, is it? Oh no, there will just barely be enough, but yeah, like there's something weird with the calculation. It's not what it says in the con, it's more than what it says in the con, but we do still have enough. I eventually decided I didn't have enough Desiderium. Well, I had like 80 something, so I decided to burn down some extra just to play it safe, and it turns out that that was the perfect decision. It turns out that Aqua and Desiderium comes out of sugar, so you just burn down the one thing, you get both. Really awesome. Anyway, the Desiderium done. And we've got this aqua going in. Got a little bit extra here, just in case things go south, which they... doesn't seem like things are going to happen here. Very stable, very good. Now, hey, if I stand like this, it's like I'm taking it on the altar. Anyway, so just a few little jobs of Essentia left to go. Very cool. Hopefully this doesn't get warping added to it. After all this, it'd be kind of annoying. But I did save scum again. Anyways, there we go. Awesome. Look at this super pick now. So the collector part of it is actually really nice. Let's go ahead and demonstrate that here. So you can just pick anything up, and it'll just bubble straight towards you rather than, you know, sort of falling on the ground like blocks normally do, which is really great for building in the sky. So you can like be standing up on here, pick something up, and it'll float towards you rather than falling onto the ground. So you save a bit of time in terms of picking up your blocks, which is really cool. But there it is, the pickaxe of the core, fully upgraded, at least for now. The sounding, honestly, the sounding, I'm a little bit worried about the sounding. I might just want to take a different tool, like a wooden tool, or wooden pickaxe or something, and just experiment with that. And make a couple of different versions of that, and see how sounding works at different levels with that, before putting it on here, because it's just previous versions of Thaumcraft, the sounding functionality has been kind of not good. But anyways, I was looking around for a spot to put the Golemancy, the Golem press, the Golemancy area, and I decided I was going to do it underneath this pillar here. So I got started to digging with this, and then right as I was digging this block out here, I found this little cave in here. Just a nice little area filled with water. So what I would like to do actually is move this entrance over slightly and utilize this area here. We could have a little hallway going through here off to this side of the base. Not that I have anything over there yet. But yeah, like in here looks like the perfect place to put the golem press. So it looks like I ended up digging in basically the right spot. And we could even possibly put a little hallway in the back here that goes into the actual alchemy lab, which would be pretty sweet. The golem press itself is a 2x2, so the room will probably need editing slightly, seeing as this is like an odd-numbered little spherical room there. Anyways, just wanted to show that here on the end of the episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Sorry that it took so long to come out here, but oh man, this was a big one. This is probably the longest episode in quite a while, just for me to record. So it's probably going to be reflected there in the run time of the episode there as well. Like the video if you like the video, and if you want to subscribe as well, that'd be awesome. Check out the social media, Twitter, Instagram. See you guys next time, boys. Have a good one.